Good evening, YouTubers. This is the Atheist Killer, your very favorite apologist in the whole world. I've had a few people lately try to argue against my acronym STE in the Elliott argument, which stands for space and time are eternal. So I felt compelled to go above and beyond my simple demonstrations that I normally use and get into a more in-depth explanation of why STE is truly illogical and irrational. So first, I'd like to make the claim. The claim that I'd like to make is time necessarily began. We see from the evidence that time past has ended, but to avoid infinite regress, we must acknowledge that it also began. Infinite regress is a logically incoherent concept. To suggest that there have been an infinite regress of past moments is to suggest that we have come to the end of an infinite series. An infinite series, however, is by definition a series with no end. So this would mean that we have come to the end of a series with no end, which is logically incoherent. Infinite regress would mean that we have iterated one by one through every single item of an infinite series. But an infinite series always has more items than those that have been iterated through. We would have iterated through something that cannot be iterated through, which again is logically incoherent. If we were to go backwards through each previous moment in past time, and there were an infinite number of past moments, there would necessarily be some moment in the set of previous moments that we would never, ever get to. If that were not the case, it would not be infinite. If there is some supposed prior moment in the set of previous moments that we could never get to while iterating backwards through all previous moments, then iterating forward from that moment to the present moment, we would never arrive at the present moment for the same reason that going backwards we could never arrive at the previous moment. Namely, the infinite or unending number of moments in between the two. Look, infinite regress would mean that we have completed something that cannot be completed. We have traversed something that cannot be traversed. We have itemized what cannot be itemized. Counted what cannot be counted. Spanned what cannot be spanned. Infinite regress violates the logical law of non-contradiction. So we quickly see that time past is not infinite and must therefore be finite. All of that being said, infinity itself is an illogical concept. We see no evidence that anything can be infinite, and this includes time. All the evidence actually points to the universe itself having a finite beginning and a very distinct starting point. Anyone accepting STE or infinite regress really needs to have their head checked. I love y'all, man. Elliott argument stands. STE, put down again. I'm out. AK, peace!